What is up, Astro fans, and welcome back to another video right here on Astros Show. Today, we are going to talk Astros in 2021. Yeah, all free agents became free agents today. Have until Sunday to offer a qualifying offer. So expect the Astros to qualify an offer to George Springer and Michael Brantley. Those two for sure. I think Peacock and Reddick, I don't think we're going to send a qualifying offer over there. And then these other two, they're just not even on the team. I don't know why they're on here. But this is all according to Fangraphs. This is Fangraphs' website. It's a pretty cool website. It shows what they project for 2021 and beyond. But anyway, as we start going down here, we have the projected 26-man roster and the projected go-to starting lineup versus righties. And here it would be Jose Altuve batting first and playing second base, Kyle Tucker in right, Bregman at third, Yordan Alvarez back in the cleanup spot at DH, back in the lineup. It'll be great to have him back. Shortstop Carlos Correa, first baseman Yuli Gurriel, center fielder Miles Straw, left fielder Chas McCormick, bringing up from AAA. He was on the roster in the wild card series this past year, and he would be projected to start in the starting lineup next year, as well as our catcher in the 9-hole, Martin Maldonado. For the bench guys in 2021, right now, it is catcher Dustin Garneau, catchers and outfielder Garrett Stubbs. Don't see him ever playing outfield, but just that's there. Infielder Abraham Toro and infielder outfielder Aledmus Diaz, utility man, back in action. As we move down to the starting rotation projections, we have Zach Greinke as our number one ace, Framber Valdez is number 2, Lance McCullers Jr. is number 3, Jose Urquidy is number 4, and Christian Javier is number 5. This is what I have right now as well, but I do have some changes. I feel like I'm going to change in the few minutes until I move us over to my predictions and stuff, but that is what Fangraphs has as our rotation for next year at the moment. And then we move to the bullpen. As you heard today, that the Astros have outright placed Roberto Osuna on waivers, and he will become a free agent if he passes through waivers. But anyway, so this is our bullpen. We got still the closer is Ryan Presley, most likely next year. Noli Paredes, Joe Smith is back as he opted out as 2020. But he will be back in that bullpen, get that veteran back in there, as well as the rookie Blake Taylor, Chris Davinsky, Andre Scrub, Sionel Perez, and Austin Pruitt. Everybody remember Pruitt? Austin Pruitt was the last trade that Jeff Lunau did before he got fired. But there we go. And I just got an update that Tony La Russa is the new White Sox manager, which is kind of surprising. I thought they might be going for Hinch, but as of now, no. So that is very, very interesting. And then a projected injured list, you got Justin Verlander and Josh James at the moment. And then you go to 2021 contract options, we got Brooks Raley. I think the Astros will bring in Brooks Raley again for a club option. That's just my opinion. I think he will be in our bullpen next year, and Sionel Perez will not. And then, of course, here's all your minor leaguers. Taylor Jones, I have a feeling he has a chance of getting up. Don't be surprised if you see this name getting close to the majors next year, in Corey Lee. Yes, we drafted him in 2019, but he could come out of nowhere. He is a strong catcher, left fielder, and first baseman. Who knows? We saw what happened in 2020 with all the injuries and everybody making their debuts. Who knows? Corey Lee might have a chance. I'm just saying. And then we move down. You got Taylor Jones, of course. He made his debut this past year. Jack Mayfield, Alex Gotti. They both have chances of getting up on the roster. Yeah, and that's basically it for Fangraphs projections for 2021. Now we can move on to my projections, which it can get very, very interesting. I mean, this is what is according to Fangraphs, and now this is going to be what is according to me. So we're going to erase this right now, and our starting rotation, this is how I believe it will be. It'll be that I will take Christian Javier out of here. I do not think he will be in our rotation because I feel like we are going to sign somebody. We're going to sign somebody, and it has a good chance of being a return, a reunion of Colin McHugh. I don't know if that is for sure going to be what it is, but that's what I feel like it could be. So you got Colin McHugh or just another pitcher. And then you got Jose Urquidy as your fifth guy. So Zach Greinke, Framber Valdez, Lance McCullers Jr., Colin McHugh, maybe with a reunion. That's what my projection is, but it could also be another pitcher and Jose Urquidy. I do not think Christian Javier will be in our rotation next year. And then we move on to this. So, yes, I do like all of this. But we got to make room for one more guy. And you know who that is. We just took him off the starting pitchers list. And it is Christian Javier. And this one's a hard one to do, but I feel like we're going to take Scrub out of here and put in Christian Javier, if I can spell. There we go. Move him in there. And then, once again, I do think we are going to sign Brooks Raley again. He will get his club option brought up. And then, of course, you got Ryan Presley, Noli Paredes, Joe Smith, Blake Taylor, Chris Davinsky, Christian Javier, and Brooks Raley are back in the bullpen. And with Austin Pruitt making his Astros debut in 2021. So that is what I believe our bullpen's going to look like. It's not terrible. It could be better. It definitely could be better. Brad Hand was put on waivers today by the Indians. So who knows? Maybe we go out and get another strong lefty. I don't know. And then we get to the sad part. You got your lineup of Jose out. Not even just Jose. You got your lineup without Michael Brantley or George Springer. I don't know. I don't know what is going to happen. This could be very up in the air. It's very difficult to figure out. This is what it would be. I feel like this is what it would be if you had no George Springer or no Michael Brantley. This is what it would be if we signed Michael Brantley back, I believe. This is what I would be projecting. It would be Jose Altuve kicking it off, Tucker in number 2 hole, Bregman is number 3. Actually, no, it would be left fielder Michael Brantley. Actually, hang on, I'll do that. Take this man out. Be left fielder Michael Brantley. Alex Bregman in the cleanup spot. Yordan Alvarez, number 5. Correa, Yuli. And then I think it would switch with this. It would be catcher Martin Maldonado. Maldi, just do short. And then you got center fielder Miles Straw. That's how I feel like it would be. I think Miles would be a good 9-hole hitter. And then bring it right back to Jose. He's just a second leadoff hitter. That's how I take it. And then you got this lineup. If we bring George Springer back, which would be the greatest thing to ever see, be George Springer, if I can spell right. George Springer. And then you move on and have this same lineup minus Michael Brantley. Okay, we're just going to move this all the way down. Minus Michael Brantley. And then you would put Straw in center field, George in right field, and Tucker in left field. That also looks like a very stellar lineup. And then you would have Chas McCormick on your bench, I feel like, instead of probably Garrett Stubbs. But that is also your bench right here. Is that I don't see how that's going to change unless we do something like this. And it could be a utility man, Marwin Gonzalez, as a reunion. I mean, it could be. Who knows? Marwin Gonzalez is on free agency now. And he could be a very cheap option, have 2 utility guys that could play basically anywhere. And he could be our also 4th outfielder. I don't know. But I'm kind of hoping it's this lineup. It might not be. I don't know. It's just hard to tell. I can't read anybody. I don't know if that rumor that popped up on Twitter the other day of I don't know if that rumor that popped up on Twitter the other day is true or not, of how it says George doesn't want to come back to the Astros. I don't know how true that is. But anything is possible. These 2 are for sure gone. I don't see them signing any of them back. But George Springer and Michael Brantley are very interesting options. Oh, man, I don't know. I legit do not know. And it's going to be an interesting one. I feel like we're not going to make as many moves as people think. I'm guessing maybe a pitcher for the starting rotation and moving Javier, keeping him in the bullpen. Either signing signing Brantley or Springer as another option, club option for Brooks. But after that, I don't see really any more moves. It's a lot of this is just up in the air. It's a lot of, do we get Michael Brantley and George Springer back? Do we get one of them back? Do we get none of them back? And that's the real question of this offseason. And it could be anything. It literally could be anything. And we're just going to have to wait and see. We are going to have to wait and see. And it will be a devastating day if you have to watch George Springer in another uniform. But there's a big possibility that it's actually going to be like that. And we will have to watch George Springer in another uniform, and it will be the saddest day ever. He's our World Series MVP. He is greatest player on that team, almost, as well as Correa, of course. But yeah, it'll be a sad day if we lose George. It'll be a sad day if we lose Brantley. But I have a feeling we're going to lose one of them. And yeah, here's the 2021. Hopefully a full season. Hopefully Manfred wakes up and decides not to do the extra inning runner on second base thing. That would be nice, because we all know how that went this past year. And then other than that, I got nothing. That's what your 2021 Astros could look like. Once again, it's going to be all up in the air, undecided. And yeah, so that's all I got for you today, guys. And go Stros. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button, comment down below, subscribe. Yes, you gotta subscribe, as well as hit the bell for notifications on when I post. Also, go check out the videos to the right. You will enjoy those.